fence and just hold that bomb off.
Yeah, absolutely. No, go ahead and interrupt. I was completely ranting on about something. He's going to try and go for a melee kill. And he's going to
And he gets a double melee.
But in the meantime, he just gets smacked with the. I don't even want to take a swing at pronouncing that. Is that no, the one beneath it is that Shelag, something like that. Regardless of that, it looks like they got.
Я тебя подлечу.
Merci, Touril. Partez la pression, il panique.
Да, видите? Осторожно.
We're going to see Best as the winner of tonight's game, winning both the Metro by a resounding success, snapping that away from Raid and winning their map pick of Rotterdam there. So congratulations, Best gang. Awesome performance there. And again, that's going to push them up to that third spot, getting them closer towards that prize towards the end of the tournament, which we'll go through in just a second. But Catalyst, I want to hear your thoughts on that game. What do you think Best did really well in that, and how can Raid recover and learn from this?
Well, I think it really did come down to the pacing of these two teams. I think Best did a better job of having the mental wherewithal to say, okay, we're going a little bit too fast. We should probably slow down, pay for picks. We have a little bit more time. Obviously, when you see your tickets diminishing, you see that timer going down, it could put a little thought in your head like, hey, okay, now it's time to start and go and get some momentum here. But I thought Best did a really good job, especially as the match developed. They did a really good job of saying, okay, we can slow it down here, we can attack right here, we can move through in this certain direction, as opposed to Raid, which they had some pacing problems throughout. And once they got the initial team wipe, they said, okay, let's try and speedball, let's go through all of these objectives. And they just were unable to slow down when they needed to, and that resulted in some pretty questionable decision-making at times, and they were losing a lot of team fights when they could have won them due to some better ticket management and some better decision-making.
Yeah, and I just think the gunplay from Best as well was on point. I don't think there's a single member of that team that I thought wasn't pulling their weight. Even though Chrono was sitting low on the scoreboard there towards the end, he's running around as the recall class. He's got the PO8.
On Operation Metro, of all things.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what we saw him do? He was always that front man. He was locking down those spawn beacons like you caught onto towards the end of Rotterdam. And he was setting up those plants perfectly, keeping that pressure on that Raid side, and they weren't able to set up any lines of defense, which allowed the likes of Raph and LeFleur and Boy to just come in and mop up. And I definitely think probably my play of tonight's game was LeFleur's ace running down that street there, just picking off player after player after player. It was absolutely beautiful to witness there from his perspective. So brilliant game from tonight's guys.